When you're doing assessment, one of the key things is to be concise and that data is usable and it's something that people can take moving forward. But a lot of times in assessment, it's just data that it sits in a folder. It might be a SWOT analysis or a touch point analysis that sits in a Google folder that nobody ever looks at again. And that's why we've developed what we call the one-page summary. And what the one-page summary is, it takes the touch points, it takes the SWOT analysis, and it takes the data from the individual and it puts them together in a one-page summary. And it's something that's very easy for me as the director to look at, or me to share with John Wood, our vice president, or with other groups, or for the people that come after you to look at. So what a one-page summary is, it begins at the very beginning. And it starts with that idea of how do we take all the data from the individual. So there's a Google form out there. It's a template. So if you go to Google Forms, you go to template, if you're the group leader, you can select the one-page summary data collection form. And what this data collection form will do, it will ask several questions. And it's a scale of 1 being, you know what, we did it poorly or red, and 5 being we did it exceptional or Bravo Zulu. And it will ask questions on how the individual did, how the group did, and how the event did on the mission, the common purpose, the group's purpose and objectives, the goals of that event or program or that team. So we'll look at it from that perspective and give you a numerical scale. So now as the group leader, you can look at, here's how we did on a 5-point scale. So that gives us the data points that we can see, and that's the one-page summary. It's something really easy for me to look at or for me to share to say, hey, where are we from 1 to 5? 1 being poor, 5 being exceptional. 1 being, hey, we didn't do it, and 5, we knocked it out of the park, or Bravo Zulu. But the different elements are, the beginning is a summary. It's just tell me about this event, program, or service, or about your group, what happened this month, what happened at the event, what happened at the service, and give me that elevator speech so that if we were stuck in an elevator for 2 minutes, you're trying to sell me on what your group did or what that event was able to accomplish or what that service provided. So that's the first part. The next part are the key achievements, and that's like, what did we do well? I think a lot of times in assessments, we look at the negative and we forget that there was some positive. So I want to force you to look at what were the key achievements. And then the third category is the one of what are those things that we can change? What's the innovations or the continuous improvement? And that allows me to look at a one piece of paper, a one-page document, to see the summary, to see the key achievements, to see the innovations or the continuous improvement, and then to see all the data points so that I can have a better picture in a one-page document. I can have a summary of what happened with that group or what happened with that event, program, or service. So I know that this is something different, and it sounds like it's addition to the SWOT and the touch point, but it's that summary page that will allow us to really have usable data to be a group that always looks at making things better for continuous improvement.